I'm Ollie White, and I'm so movie mad that yesterday I watched all the Star Wars films back to back. And did you know there's one line that appears in every movie? I have a bad feeling about this. But what I don't have a bad feeling about is what's coming up next. Because this is... CINEMANIACS. Team, take it away!
Action!
Want to ride across the face of the moon? Levitate your house with a bunch of balloons. Feel zero gravitation, a robot transformation. You're a cinemaniac. Can you tell a line that twists the length of your nose? Or across a heart you accidentally froze? Want a bottomless case or a squid for a face? You're a cinemaniac. Do you love to hear the roar of an extinct dinosaur? To explore the flora in your very own Pandora. Feel the urge to sing on a quest for the ring. To escape from a clone or to be home alone. Then roll up the red carpet and turn down the lights. Have yourself a seat and hold on tight. We're mad about movies, we're crazy for film. We're cinemaniacs, cinemaniacs, cinemaniacs.
And action!
Coming up, we meet Matt Lewis, a.k.a. Neville Longbottom, star of all 8 Harry Potter films.
I was flying around on this broomstick doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Top soundtrack composer David Arnold works some musical magic.
It's going to be a happy-go-lucky kind of day today.
Let the party begin.
And can Michael Sheen, super actor, make this lot laugh?
Let's dance under the chain.
This show is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Chocolate, my favourite thing.
All right, calm down, Andrew. The word for today is share.
Great.
It's time for DIY Blockbuster, Part 1.
Action!
We're giving groups of filmmakers the chance to make a short film, armed with just a camera, a script, and some homemade props. But little do they know, they're in for a big surprise.
You didn't know I was coming?
When we give them something spectacular to turn their home movie into a DIY blockbuster. Eleanor, William, Shona, Charlie, Liam and Neve are making a sci-fi movie on their school playing field.
It's based on blue and orange aliens.
Action!
They live happily together for years and years, and then there's a rumour that gets spread which turns them all against each other. One day, a massive meteor comes down to Earth.
It turns out to be a blue and orange baby.
The team have started filming where the alien baby bursts out of the UFO,
Action!
but they're having problems with a cardboard box.
Cut.
Spaceship.
I can't push it open.
Action!
Whoops.
Couldn't hear much outside.
Action!
Not again.
You need to be quicker doing that.
It was really quiet and dark. I nearly fell asleep.
Let's do it again. Action!
Oh no.
We had to do that bit many times.
Everybody ready?
Eventually, they get the shot. Phew. The team have moved on to the next scene, an alien crowd scene.
Eleanor, you haven't got your mask on.
But operating the camera and acting at the same time is proving tricky.
And action.
You guys need to wait till I've got her.
And action.
You still need to wait for me, Charlie.
Just wait for me.
Is the footage all right?
I've no idea.
Watching it back, it seems that something is missing.
When there's only 6 of you, it's a bit hard making shots look like there's a whole planet full of aliens.
What the team don't know is that they're in for a DIY blockbuster surprise. We're going to supply them with just what they need to supersize their film. Time for their surprise. Yes, we've beamed in a blockbusting 100 extras to star as the aliens in their movie.
This will definitely work now.
For big crowd scenes, every single extra on set needs clear instructions so they know exactly what they're doing.
So if we have... what are they doing? I don't know. This is crazy.
The team need to keep everyone's attention, as it only takes one person doing something wrong to mess up a shot.
Quite a lot of pressure. You've got to explain it so they all understand.
So you need to go like that and just shoot at them just like that. And this side, we need you to go like that and just kind of like mind waves, kind of psych waves.
We weren't that great at explaining it.
All blue is this side, all yellow is this side.
On this side.
Blue this side, orange this side.
Orange is that side, yeah.
Ah!
We were like, come on, we just want you to like walk over, and we were like, let's turn. Because we couldn't think of any other way of explaining it.
We need them to be on this side. No, there were some blues on that side, so they needed to be...
okay.
We didn't want to be rude and be like, go over there, because it's sort of like, I know you're older than me.
But you're the directors.
Oh dear.
It's like trying to handle sheep that have been fed energy drinks.
With the extras causing chaos, time is running out fast. Still to come on DIY Blockbuster, how will they cope directing a crowd scene?
We had to shout to make everyone go to their places.
There was a lot of shouting.
Yeah.
Will they ever finish their movie?
Oh, the music in this movie makes me feel so sad. Oh, it gets me every time. What's your favourite soundtrack?
Hakuna Matata from Lion King.
Happy from Despicable Me.
I love Consider Yourself from Oliver.
Under the Sea, Ariel.
I don't know the name of the song. It's from Sword in the Stone, and it's when Merlin the Wizard is packing up all his stuff, and he's making all his stuff go into his bag, and he's going, Hicketus, Picketus, Picketus, Pock, Crestaditonium, that one.
Random red carpet. We ask the questions so you don't have to. Matthew, tell us your most favourite song ever.
What do you know good?
Eh?
What do you know good? What do you know good?
Yeah, okay, well...
No, not there. What do you know
Well, you can hum it and I'll sing it.
Tell me one thing you know good.
Random red carpet. It doesn't get much more random than this.
4 brave contenders face the ultimate film challenge. One wrong answer and it's the dreaded drop. Who will survive the Rock Hard Quiz?
Matthew and James, specialist subject, Fantastic Mr. Fox. What are the names of the 3 farmers who are after Mr. Fox?
Borgish Spance and Bean.
According to Mr. Fox, what do beagles love?
Blueberries.
True or false? The farmers shot Mr. Fox's tail off while he was in the chicken house.
False.
What kind of animal is Coach Skip?
A rabbit.
Correct answer, a ferret. Stella, specialist subject, Mary Poppins. What is the name of the sweep?
Bert.
What is the surname of the children Mary looks after?
Banks.
What is the name of the film released in 2013 about the making of Mary Poppins?
Saving Mr. Banks.
It's a jolly what with Mary?
Holiday.
What song do the sweeps dance to on the rooftops?
Jim Jiminy, Jim Jiminy, Jim Jiminy.
Correct answer, Step in Time. Alicia, specialist subject, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Who has trouble whistling in the group?
Russ.
What does Mr. Thompson plan to do in his spare time with his sons?
Fishing.
What type of creature attacks Auntie?
Scorpion.
Which family owns a cat?
The Thompsons.
What does Amy want to do with her friends?
Go to the shopping mall.
What sport does Ron enjoy playing?
Baseball.
What does Nick have for breakfast after he refuses to eat the burnt toast Amy makes?
A biscuit.
What was the reason the shrinking machine started working correctly?
Because Ron hit a baseball in it.
Alicia, you gave no incorrect answers. You've conquered the Rock Hard Quiz.
I must admit, I'm feeling a lot better now. Maybe it's because the music's got a lot happier. The music in movies can really make a difference. If I look at you like this, and you hear this, it creates a different feeling from when you hear this. Here's someone that knows all about music.
Hi, I'm David Arnold. I'm a film composer. Some of my credits are Independence Day, Stargate, Godzilla, The Chronicles of Narnia, 5 James Bond films. The purpose of music in film a lot of the time is to hold the hand of the audience as they watch what's happening. But it's always to try and say what is difficult to say with dialogue or just with picture. What we were doing is playing with the way that music can change your perception about what's happening in front of you. It's going to be a happy-go-lucky kind of day today. This is all about energy and all about movement and blood rushing and your heart beating, so it feels much more casual. In the classroom, when learning is hard, it's almost like the sound of what you've got inside your own body. Your blood rushing and your heart beating a little bit stronger. He's the most popular kid in school. So we keep it nice and light and bright and breezy. He's having fun with friends. It's joyful, it's optimistic, it's relaxed. By playing music that says we're okay, it feels comfortable and it feels like there's no tension there. And an easy way of making it feel worse, you could play exactly the same music in a minor key and it immediately sounds darker. I think there's been a bit of a drama. If you're going to bed, it's almost like the last chapter of a book. The music, in a way, it's like the big finale. A big, bright, nice major key, and it's sort of warm and delicious, and you think, like, you can go to sleep now, everything's all right.
As well as using music to change the mood of your movies, you can also have some fun with sound effects. Bet you didn't expect that. Here's some more tips for making your own cool sound effects.
My name's Guy Rowland and I'm a sound designer. A lot of the effects you can do at home with just stuff that's around the house. It's sort of what the professionals do. They just take sounds that are recorded that might be for a completely different purpose, and then they put them over different pictures, and it fools the mind into thinking you've heard something you haven't. A really unusual effect can be done just with a pillow, and if you get your hands and start beating the pillow fast, that can sound like the bird flapping its wings. A fun trick to play is if you record someone just putting their hand into an empty box, then of course you can have all sorts of fun with the sound of what's in the box. And you can get something like a pumpkin or a tomato and just make those horrible squishy sounds on there. And then if you put that over the picture of the hand going in the box, it makes you think something really horrible is going on that you can't see. If you've got one of these, if it's a metal one, it should work really well. All you need to do is you hold it out in front of you, get a cup, hold it at the bottom, like that, and let go, and there's the laser sound from Star Wars.
Still to come on CINEMANIACS, we get the behind-the-scenes lowdown on Harry Potter from Neville Longbottom himself.
A lot of fear and terror came over me.
We show you how to make your own movie, 3D style.
That is seeing both of those screens.
And Michael Sheen's super actor is singing? Whatever next. But first, it's part 2 of DIY Blockbuster.
Action!
We've given 6 filmmakers a blockbuster surprise of 100 extras to star in their sci-fi film.
It was just like this never-ending line of people.
But can they cope with directing so many people?
It was like the whole school.
The team need to take charge if these extras are ever going to listen.
Anyone walking past would think we were a whole lot of lunatics in the field, marching around with blue and orange masks on.
All right, stop now, cut.
Everybody was just like pouting around and like having fun. And then Charlie just screamed over the top of his voice in the megaphones.
And cut! Loud. That's it.
That's got their attention.
We had to shout to make everyone go to their places.
There was a lot of shouting.
Yeah.
Basically, what you have to do is walk into the middle, say hi to each other, and be friendly.
I think we put everyone on the right sides. You might know what you're trying to say, but they might not know what's in your head. So trying to get what's in your head to them is also quite hard.
And having got the extras' attention, they waste little time in telling them exactly what to do.
So, exactly the same as last time, shocked and then laser fingers.
Just make sure you look at us when we wave.
Action!
Yeah.
Good, this is what we want. Now I'm happy,
And with everyone knowing what they are doing now, they managed to reshoot the alien baby scene with no trouble.
Cut! Okay, well done. Thanks for all coming. It was great to be filming with you, and that's a wrap.
Now I feel how it is to be a teacher.
You can check out the team's finished movie on the CBBC website.
So this is where I give you guys 3 top tips to help you create a suspense movie. Tip number 1, you need the scariest shot in film, moving into a closed door.
What lies behind the door?
Tip number 2, you can have so much fun with scary music.
It's coming after him. It's all around.
Tip number 3, you need the point of view shot. This shows what the character's seeing without revealing who that person is.
Follow that man.
There's my 3 top tips for making a great suspense movie. Now this.
We get the behind-the-scenes lowdown on Harry Potter from Matt Lewis, a.k.a. Neville Longbottom himself.
I remember my first week filming really vividly, actually. I remember Chris Columbus sort of took me aside and said, just so you're aware, this is pretty much all about you this week. And I was like, oh, gosh. Sort of a lot of fear and terror came over me. Even at 11 years old, they let me do most of my own stunts. They were sort of like, are you OK with this? I said to my mum, are you OK with this? She was, I think she was more excited about it than I was. So they strapped me in a harness, and next thing I knew, I was flying around on this broomstick doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Come back down this instant!
On Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Neville gets pulled up by his ears by the Cornish pixies and hung from the chandelier. I had to have special moulds made for my ears, and so they had these rubber ears that they glued over the top of mine, and they attached them to fishing rods, so 2 guys from the creature effects department could stretch these rubber ears to look like I was being pulled up by those.
Why is it always me?
I didn't realise that was how it worked. It was that was good.
3D or 2D? I really can't make my mind up about 3D. I mean, it costs a lot more to see a 3D movie, but there are some awesome movies in 3D.
If 3D is done well, it can help tell any story and help to enhance that. For example, something like Gravity, where you're out in space, which is not something that we can directly experience.
It's a pretty convincing argument, but I still think we need to find out more. It's time for a CINEMANIACS investigation.
My name is Dr. Rod Mitchell, and as part of our CINEMANIACS investigation, we're going to use these monitors to find out whether watching in 3D can affect your heart rate, which could go up if you're excited.
So all we need now is to test this out on someone. 3D, 2D, I know, we need twins. Identical twins.
And we need identical twins to make sure that this investigation is as scientific as it can be.
What is it about 3D that you like?
Makes me jump.
OK.
You feel like stuff like getting really close to you. I don't notice it. After 5 minutes, I don't notice it. I don't actually know it's 3D.
We're going to show the twins clips from 3 different movies and see how they react.
The only thing that's different is that one of them's watching it in 2D and the other's watching it in 3D.
The first clip we're going to show is from Madagascar 3.
I am a sea lion! Whatever!
And immediately we see a reaction from James. And yes, his heart rate has gone up. The second clip is from Bugs, a rainforest adventure. And here we see 2 very different responses from James and Matthew, although our monitors are not showing a reaction from the other twins. The final clip is from Oz the Great and Powerful, but this time Spencer is responding very strongly to it in 3D. So, what have we proved with this CINEMANIACS investigation?
There are different reactions by different people to watching a movie in 3D. Whether it means that a 3D movie is generally more exciting than a 2D movie, I don't think we've proved. And what we would need to do is a much bigger study with lots and lots more children.
think I look like James Bond in these? Well, I reckon you're going to have to make your own mind up about that. But if you want to know how to make your own 3D movie, then stay tuned for this.
Introducing Mr. Mike Tucker, here to show you how to create special effects Hollywood style in The Secrets of Movie Making.
Today we're going to show you how to make a 3D camera. So grab a friend and let's get started.
Have you seen any 3D films? Have you seen a film like Hugo, for example?
I have.
The way those films work is that they have two cameras pretending to be your left eye, which gives you one view, and your right eye, which gives you a slightly different view. So for this effect, you're going to need 3 smartphones, a shoebox, a couple of pairs of cheap, strong reading glasses, and some tape. Step 1. Stick a loop of tape to the back of each phone.
So the first thing we've got to do is fix our 2 smartphones.
Make sure the lens of both the phones can see over the top of the box.
So it needs to be right in the corner. This one needs to be right up against it. There we go.
Step 2.
We now need to get our 3rd smartphone set in the middle of the box and get it to the right height so that it's filming the 2 screens.
Keep adding layers of cardboard till the phone is the right height.
What we're going to do now is we're going to tape that triangle to the back of this smartphone case. And now you need to find a position where that is seeing both of those screens.
Step 3.
We now need to stop any unwanted reflections and light getting in. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid back on, but obviously the lid isn't going to fix because these 2 are sticking up above the edge. So we need to cut right the way along. We're going to take 2 pencils and we're going to tape those into the corners, points down. Perfect. Now, if you put the lid on, can you see the camera? Yep.
Yeah.
To start filming, press record on the phone nearest to you. Remember, you only need to press record on the 3rd phone and you should now see 2 images side by side, which means you're recording in 3D. Make sure you have something in the foreground and the background and keep the camera moving. To make a really good 3D effect, make sure something is pointing towards the camera. Movement works so well in 3D. You can make a simple pair of glasses to watch your 3D film.
So what we're going to do is we're going to tape 2 pairs of quite strong reading glasses together. And those are now going to be your 3D glasses. So hit play on that and now bring it as close to you as possible until you start to see that image in 3D.
And that's how you make a 3D camera.
Hey, I'm just testing out the laughometer over here. So why did the chicken cross the playground? Because he wanted to get to the other slide. Well, it seems to be working all right. Over to you, Mr. Super Actor.
And now the star of Alice in Wonderland, Tron, and Twilight. All-round good guy, Michael Sheen, Super Actor.
Today, I am going to go into that cinema screen there in front of this audience. A film is going to be shown, and I've never set eyes on this film before. It will be a foreign film, but there will be no subtitles. I will be sitting in a corner of the cinema with subtitles and a microphone. I have to perform every single role in this film and keep this audience entertained.
Welcome to the Make Them Laugh Challenge. If I can keep the audience entertained and laughing for most of the film, I win today's challenge. Everyone sitting comfortably? Then let's begin.
With this microphone, I'm going to have to act every single part in the film, never having seen the film before. So I have to see if I can keep you entertained whilst you watch the film.
I just hope there are no songs, because I really hate singing. It's time for the challenge!
Okay.
Will I be able to keep them entertained for the full 1 hour and 25 minutes of the film? We'll find out using my laughometer. Right, so this film's called Rolly, which translates into English as Rolly. It's a Finnish film, and it's evidently all about a battle between elves and trolls. Wish me luck. Luckily, I've got subtitles to help me out.
Lucky and Cacophony. The map and the sextant.
On my way. I'm off to a good start.
Nobly and Rolly. Check the beach.
The beach? Who's this? Is that a troll? Right, he's a small character. Maybe I should do a squeaky voice.
Help!
The laughometer is going in the right direction, but then, less than 5 minutes in, my worst nightmare happens. A song!
A land where rivers of milk can be found, where treasure chests lie in the ground. The trolls aren't afraid of wars, where heroes looking for welcoming doors.
If I can get through that, I can get through anything. But there's still over an hour left.
Oh, horror of horrors! Such a new tent, and all ablaze!
Try as I might, this is a long movie, and the audience are starting to flag a little. And they're not the only ones. So am I. I'm gonna have to dig deep to keep them entertained through to the end. I never thought I'd say this, but bring on another song. Come on, Michael. You can do this. You're a super actor. Let's go for it.
Let's dance under the chain of stars. Let the party begin on a bright night.
Phew, thank goodness that's over.
So, did you enjoy the film?
Yes.
You did, good. Now, what was not such a good thing about my performance? What could have been better?
The singing. The bad thing was off key.
Off key? How dare you? Leave this cinema now and never come back. Tell me a good thing about my performance.
You changed your voice for different characters. It made it a lot easier to follow.
So, today's challenge started with me singing very badly. But in the end, that was what made them laugh. Which means, for today at least, I am Michael Sheen, super actor.
Way to go, Michael. Next time on CINEMANIACS. More CINEMANIACs get a DIY blockbuster surprise when their filming location gets supersized.
Whoa.
We show you how to stop time in the secrets of movie making.
My hands are in the air like I just do not care.
Minutes of me just going.
Jim Parsons is here. Need I say more? Show's nearly up, guys, but just before we go, I want to tell you about Piglet Babe. That should really be called the Piglets Babe, because Babe was played by over 48 different piglets because they kept growing up. And each one had to wear a pig wig to make them look just like Babe. What do you think? Looks pretty cool, right? I'm Ollie White, and you've been watching CINEMANIACS.
And finally, 2D or 3D?
2D. 3D. 2D. 3D. 2D.
2.5D?
3D. I don't know. I like them both. 2D. I'll go 3D.
3D. 3D.
3D.
Both.
That is cheating.